What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today, and we're going to be picking up from where we left off on the 23rd of December, so last week, right? And obviously we're going to catch up in terms of if you've made any moves, if you've made no moves, all of that cool stuff. We're just going to be talking about all of that today, right? So guys, so first things first, big shout out to all the guys who've been following me from day one. Much appreciate to all of you. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, drop us a like if you find the video useful, and I hope you will find the video useful, because I always aim to deliver the best possible technical analysis I possibly can in regards to what it is that I share with you. Most of the stuff that you are going to be seeing today is going to be based on my personal views in terms of how I think market is going to play out, what I think market is going to do. I am in no way, shape or form giving you financial advice. This is just me sharing with you how I plan to navigate the markets. Within this, you may find some signals that you may be able to use for yourself and capitalize off it. If you do, fantastic. I wish you all the best with it. But however, that is not my intent, okay? I always recommend that everybody does their homework in regards to how you move within the markets, so that you know how possibly I come up with some of the moves I plan to make. So once again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, right? So with all of that covered, we're going to get straight into it. Okay, so Tuesday, so that would have been yesterday, right? So yesterday, 27th, I saw an opportunity in the markets, right? So let me just break it down to you how I kind of assess this play, right? So first off, let's get rid of this real quick. Let's get rid of this, right? Because we're going to talk about the news for Tuesday. So over the weekend, basically, obviously, as you do analysis. Well, that's what I do anyways. I do analysis over the weekend. So over the weekend, I did analysis, okay? So I could spot that this zone over here, right? So I spotted this zone over here. This is how I basically drew it, right? So I spotted this zone over here, and bearing in mind that price was kind of up here, right? So this was, I think it was on the 23rd, and we caught some of this. We definitely caught this all the way down to here, right? So I got TP on this one, and I hadn't done anything in regards to this zone over here. And at the recording of the video, obviously this was market news, so we come all the way down, did absolutely nothing, and just like I thought it was going to do, it pushed up from the trend line and began to make his way up to the upside. So at this level up here, I already knew that I wanted to do something, okay? So basically what I did was, after seeing this particular trend over here, bearing in mind none of this had taken place, all of this, none of it had happened, right? So after seeing what was happening over here, okay, I waited for price to show me that it was actually coming back down again. So it was actually making its way back down again, right? And then what I did was I entered in with a sell right at this level over here, right? So I entered in with a sell right at this level over here. It was a straight market buy, so it wasn't a pending order or anything like that. It was just a straight market buy. Actually, no, it was a pending. It was a pending sell stop. I remember, sell stop. So I put a sell stop right underneath it. My stop loss was right at this level over here, okay, and my TP was all the way down the bottom, right, all the way down the bottom. So eventually I manually closed the position at around this level up here somewhere. So round about up here, so I closed the level, yes, I closed it today round about here. I manually closed out the position. So I manually closed out the position around here, just because I started to get bubble guts. I was beginning to feel that market was going to turn against me, right? In hindsight, I wish I hadn't done that, but I did do that anyways. But on the flip side, I do have another sell stop sitting right here. So I'm not in a trade, but I am waiting for my order to be filled. So I'm in the sell stop, so I have a sell stop right here at this location. Right here at this location right here, right? So the order that I placed on Tuesday, I've already closed out of it. So that was stop loss up here. Entry was at this level. And I manually closed it about an hour or two ago, not that long ago, right here. And this was the wick that I kind of follow. Well, this was the candle that I kind of used as a, let me just get out. I have enough, so let me just get out. So I jumped out here, so I'm not in any of these trades anymore. So it's going to close that all these down real quick, get rid of all of these things. Right, so now I have a sell stop right at this location, and my stop loss is right up here. It's right up here. Right up here. And my TP is all the way down the bottom. So it's even lower than this. Right? It's actually lower than that. Let me go into a day and I'll show you where my TP is. Oops. Actually, yeah, this is where my TP is roughly around here. It's at this level. I thought I pushed it even lower, but it's actually at this level right here. Right? So that's where my TP is. Okay. So now that we've got that covered, going to jump back into the hourly. And I'm going to talk briefly about where I think market is going to go in the coming days. In the coming days, at least for this week anyways, where I think market is going to go, right? So because of where currently market is sitting right now, I have a sell stop sitting right here that has not been triggered, right? It is sitting right here. It's not been triggered because that I've just set not too long ago. I literally set that a couple minutes before I even started recording this video, right? So sell stop is sitting right there. Stop loss, it's up here, right? Or, as a matter of fact, just use something else. I'm going to use this box as the move, right? So everything, so the bottom of the box is where my my sell stop is. At the top of the box is where my stop loss is, right? And the TP is all the way down the bottom, but we're not going to focus too much on where the TP is at the moment. We're mainly going to focus on this area in regards to what I think is happening here, right? So there's a few things that's happening in this location at the moment right now that has led me to believe that price is going to continue its push to the downside. But like I say in all my videos, I am not an expert. This is not financial advice. It's just purely my opinion on where I think market is going to go. So with that assessment, this is how it's going to look, right? So as we can see, we have some form of a range that's going on right now. Okay, so this is that's the bottom of that range, and this is the top of that range. And within the range itself, right? So within the range, this is how it looks. This is how this range looks, all right? But also, you can also interpret this range in another way as well, right? And that is, if you look at most of the bodies of the candles, so I'm just going to zoom into this area real close so we really have a... If we look at this range for what it is right here, we can basically see that we have nice little trends, right, that is forming within the range that breaks down and then forms, right? So we have one here, so from the top of the range. So you have one here from the top of the range all the way down here, right? Where it came down to the bottom, shot all the way up, kept his journey going all the way to the upside and broke down again to come back to this zone right here, right? And then do his thing. So at this point right now, because actually let me just expand this stop because I just remembered I covered these wicks as well, right? So as it stands, I don't think price is going to push to the upside. If it does, it does, right? But I don't think it's going to push to the upside. I think it's most likely going to continue its push to the downside, right? Hence why I have my sell stop right here. So I'm just going to drop that in there. So it's roughly in this zone, but it is below the current candle that you're going to be seeing once I upload this video. So okay, so because the time is now 11:54, so by the time I finish taking care of this video and uploading it, it could be, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock, give or take. So it could be 2 candles in front by the time I get this video out, and it could be either going up or it could be going down, depending on what happens. But at the recording of this video, this is what I'm seeing right now. So the smart place to actually put my sell, in all fairness, okay, would be down here, right? But however, I'm like, you know what, I'm fairly confident based on how market is looking that even if I put the sell where it is, right, it's only going to push down, and technically I'm getting it for a better price. But what I like to tell all people that obviously they ask me about trading, especially things in regards to ranges, I say anywhere in this zone you do not want to be in. Okay, so I'm kind of breaking my own rules here by putting a sell at this level right now. But that is where I have my sell. That is where it's sitting right now. All right. So with all of that covered, because I'm possibly going to be doing a video tomorrow. Okay, so I'm possibly going to be doing another video tomorrow, so we can pick up from the assessments that I've made today in regards to what I think is going to be happening. So even if we jump into the 15-minute, how does it look? It's pretty much doing its thing. It's pretty much doing its thing. So yeah, it's pushing up. I think it's going to get to this level, at which point at this level I may actually bring my sell stop higher, right? I may actually bring it up higher, and at worst case scenario, at least I'll be able to get the contents of this range over here. So say for example we get another wick up here, I could possibly bring the whole situation up to about this level, right? It triggers it, it flies all the way down. I would have brought my trailing stop somewhere to about this level, right? If it decides to return to push back up again, I got like, I don't know, what, say 75% of the box if I manage to get it up here. Actually, I wouldn't say 75%, I'd say 60% of the range if I manage to get it up there. If it flies all the way down, obviously I've got my entry at a better price and my stop was tighter. Happy days. So this is the best assessment that I can come up with right now in regards to what I think NAS is going to be doing within the next couple of hours, right? And what I would like to do is I will get back to you guys, say tomorrow, where we're going to look at how everything kind of panned out, if it continued in that direction, or if it just obviously, yeah, if it produced something much better than what I was thinking was going to happen. So so with that, all of that covered, I want to say a big shout out to all of you for coming over to watch this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very, very soon, possibly tomorrow. And don't forget to check out all the other videos behind this. You should be seeing boxes on your screens about now, or at some point in the couple seconds into the video, where obviously just check out those videos, because I will just give you a timeline as to how we've been building up, the moves we've been making, that I've been making in the markets. And like I say, you might find some gems in there, but it is important you do your own homework, you do your own research, you make sure everything makes sense before you do anything. Just don't take my word for it, because I do make mistakes. So with all of that covered, I want to thank you beautiful people from all around the world for coming over, giving me your beautiful energy. I appreciate it all, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.